always want to start like earlier, but I just never find time to do it. Just give me an audio check if everything is working, and I think it should. I'm not sure. Can you see the chart good and everything? I hope everything is doing all right. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I didn't trade yesterday. I had a long limit order to cover up above this previous daily high, but it never hit. I mean, I got filled, but it never like went to the target. So yeah, ES is much weaker. In terms of the Nasdaq today, pay attention to this rejection block. And then we're also gonna have the wick consequent encroachment. Gonna extend that to the right, and we're gonna have the actual low of the range. So just keeping the chart clean. Um, so this is October 22nd daily low. So just keeping the chart clean. That is the rejection block from the same day. There's this tiny volume imbalance, but we're not gonna worry about that. So now I'm gonna take my attention down to this inefficiency. This fair value gap. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, give me a moment. Very small volume imbalance there. Yeah, so that makes this as a suspension block. You're right. Not that I use that term a lot, but Here's the chart colors. Whoever asked. Next. Discord link. I'll send it in the. I think it's in the description. In terms of the news drivers, I'll show you what we have. So yeah, all the red folder news were cancelled. So now the only thing we basically have are the 10 o'clock orange news, which can still be good. So these are the targets we'll be watching. So basically, we opened up on Monday and have been expanding since. Even Thursday expanded lower. So this week you can also watch that. But yeah, consecutive down close candles, rejection block, constant encroachment, and the sell side liquidity on October 22nd, 2025. Daily low. 4 hour, I don't usually refer to that chart anymore. So hourly. So you see me in Discord actually do some drills. I was playing on a narrative that this high has been taken out, right? And then we have this candlesticks open is a change in state of delivery. If I have a chance, I'll lecture you about the order blocks. So basically, if I was to use this, then this would be the change in state of delivery and not the open. So I use the open on this candle, extend it through, hits that and clears out this high. It confirms the swing by 4 a.m. and then my target was on this low. I was watching how we're gonna move down there, and it ultimately did take it out, and one more time in the 7 o'clock. So we're very close to that. We just opened. In terms of fair value gap, there's nothing until we get to, well, right about there. So and I would note this big wick. That's pretty much it. On the 15, there's this SIBI here. And in terms of the session liquidity, there's nothing much to talk about. It's a very large opening range gap. We are, what is this? Yeah, to 180 points on the CFD. So I want to see how we react once we hit the rejection block here. But we've traded to this SIBI back and forth, and I wouldn't want to do anything prior to 10 o'clock. There's this buy side inside of this SIBI. And we've just taken out the sell side. So these are equal lows from the pre-market. So I'm watching how we behave here. There's that rejection block still there, and if it does not show any willingness to go a little bit higher into the opening range gap, because that's what I would want to see, at least maybe this gets taken out. Then if it doesn't, then I'll have to be a little bit more flexible and then work inside of this range right over here. 5 minute, Same as 50, nothing too crazy. Although we did make a body higher high. So I'll annotate this breaker too. So it's a little bit more lipstick than I would want, but so so notice we opened below the lunch hour sell side and the PM session sell side, so um, so this could be a interpretation for a first presentation, but I want to see, can this bearish breaker send it lower, and then I can work inside of this range and it'll still be good. Hello, hello. There's that rejection block taken, and that bearish breaker on the 5-minute was used right there. So I could split it in quadrants, and look at that quadrant level, hits it, respects it one more time, and then fails to hit the mean threshold, and surges lower. So between this line to that, you can also find consequent encroachment, and that'll be the upper quadrant of that wick. So that is the next objective for now. Just checking the audio. Good. Okay. And there's that upper quadrant of the wick, so that's a nice area to partial at. So look at these bodies here. So now, because we failed to go higher, now you split this range. So now you have what? Premium to discount. So you're going to be working within this implied yield range of the higher time frame wick. I did it like you said. I just included both of the volume imbalances. Okay, now we're gonna hit the consequent encroachment too. the one that price has dropped in right now. Wait, this one. I don't know about the NQZ. This fair value gap. Well, you'll be doing like this, right? You could be doing like this and then annotate the volume imbalances separately, but I don't know. I like to include this whole thing in. That, and then we have the fair value gap itself. So now from this high down to the lows, this should be a measuring gap. So from the 930 high down to this candlestick's high, you can do projections. And I have too many quadrants here. I do not know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna remove. Gonna do it like this. And I accidentally showed it. Sorry. Um, can I select my fib? Okay. So there's that constant encroachment. So can see how that first presentation is utilized there with the logic behind that 5-minute bearish breaker I told you about. So it hits it and delivers that constant encroachment. So now this will become kind of like this. This area would be premium, and over here would be discount. So with the logic, you would still be, if you're maybe getting short there with the logic of the wick, you still are shorting relative to premium. So it could have a little pullback. So this would be a measuring gap. So from this high down to that low, uh, -1 and 1.5. Or if you really want, you could use this high and your negative falls below this. This should act as like an institutional order flow entry drill mechanism. So hypothetical. aiming for leg 2R would look like this. So imagine I have a hypothetical stop there. "15 more minutes, so there is so if I was actually in a trade, this candle will have to expand and just quickly overlap all of this range. Dollar index is showing continuous weakness since we have hit the buy side that completed that market maker buy model. So now the dollar is trading to the wick from October 30th. And I think, wait, is this the October 30th? Yeah, this is October 22nd. Strange. So that wick, and then you also have a fair value gap right below that. So October 30th fair value gap and 29th wick. I would annotate both of those levels there. Not that the dollar could slip all the way down there, but ES traded below that sell side October 22nd low. Nasdaq is still over here, so we did deliver to the wick. So that would kill the trade. So you're ending up with a little bit smaller loss. ES on the other hand is purchased that sell side, and Nasdaq just hit it and rejected it. We've been running all day long lower. Nasdaq expanded from that. So the news are about to hit in 13 minutes. And note the macro also. Don't want to see that fill at all. So should really just work its way below this low, and then this high down to that low becomes a fulcrum point. So you could do projections for targets. So a symmetrical move would be right there. And then we also have the minus 0.5. So look at that, it all the way filled. So I didn't want to see that filled at all. And it came up and filled it. So now if it drops down, hits this wick, constant encroachment, and this high, starts working it towards here, that could be something. So note the macro. So there was sell side below this low once we hit the constant encroachment. So push that. So now I could use kind of like refinement and then annotate this as also one of the rejection blocks. So just accumulation, very large overnight range and previous day's range. So it is completely okay to see the Nasdaq either form some pullback into the range or just completely consolidate. Back below the wick once again. Still respecting this for really up, nothing different there. So now we hit that macro. ES, on the other hand, was unable to create a lower low here. And dollar just slipped lower. So now we have one obvious fair value gap here. But could that be enough? So now what does this look like to you? But before anything, I think they may want to take it down one more time below this low. Unlike the news driver or something. So ever since we opened, what have we done? Trade lower and then just went into this consolidation. So there's no displacement ever since this candle here. So it just went all sideways. And there's someone trying to buy these down close candles here and he keeps getting fucked. 4 more minutes till the open. Why is this guy tripping? Maybe it's able to see because of the macro. So I thought they'll make like a lower low, but I guess this SMT here was more than enough. So what they could do is just sloppy run up and have real hard time getting up there in some high resistance liquidity. But just wait for the thing to be finished, the 10 MUs. Okay, we're back inside of the fair value gap here. Couple of more seconds. I won't be up too much today. Probably like 10, 15 minutes more, and I'm gonna go because I'm tired as hell. And there's the news driver, which did a whole bunch of nothing. Okay. Um, like I said, no obvious displacement at all. Chopping wood. ES is dollar is slipping lower. It's just traded down below the 951 low. High to the low, or the -1. There is the equilibrium price point. Dollar is now minus 2 deviation of that fulcrum point. It's really slipping lower. So they're basically both trading in the same direction. Hello. I want to check what are the top step people doing.
Super.
What is this guy even looking for? They're looking for, what are they looking for? Is this long? Are they going for shorts? I think these are shorts. There's that sell side purged. Sorry. Um, Now there's that older rejection block. I'm gonna see if we can hit that too. Be cool if this or very next one just punches down to that. So this is still our range. Oops. So now this becomes the fulcrum point, so this is also an objective to hit. If it trades back up into the fair value gap, I'll try to take a short and then just run it down into this. I don't know why, but even trading one micro is big now then. That was quick. Dollar hit that daily fair value gap. I thought they may want to drop a little bit lower below this deviation of that fulcrum and then reverse and go up to this, but I guess not today. That was stupid short. Um, I just realized that. That preferably stays open. Should start sending it higher from here, but the price action is so ass. I don't even know if that's possible. So if you check your regular trading hours gap it's lacking a lot of by-side delivery. So if we take it above this high, we'll be delivering by-side delivery to the gap that is sell-side imbalanced, right? Well, it's imbalanced on both buy side and sell side, but it'll deliver the buy side. Well, this would be like what, quadrant level of the gap? Yeah, pretty much. And the buy side itself. Now this also becomes a bullish breaker. If we manage to break the high, so the dollar is pulling back into the range, Nasdaq at the same time going higher. Okay, I hate these bots that are copying my name, and bro just reposted my shit. His name is Denny AETT. Man, fuck you. Nasdaq is back inside of this fair value gap now. What I would like to see, what would give me a confidence, is if we purge this low and then, just like here, fails to touch the consequent encroachment and closes above this wick's high. Yeah, and now it should work its way up above these equal highs, and if it's possible, even above this, because this overlaps with that quadrant level. And there it is. Gonna try and long one more time if it allows me. I'll have to confirm the swing though. And I have too many shit on my fucking chart. Hate these price labels. Give me my cross back. Yes, on the 15. So I would need it would need to make like a change in the state of delivery here for me to consider a long entry and confirm this swing. Why is it doing 5? Just execute on my phone. Okay, it pierced it and look how I reject. What the fuck? Dollar working its way lower. So I never confirmed this change in state of delivery. And now it just ripped lower. So that's what you get. I'm gonna stay until 10:30 and then I'm off. I do not want to be on the charts anymore. And look at that. Just slammed it. So the trade idea was never validated. So this ended up just being a small consolidation. This does look like a Venom model, yeah. Accumulation of longs, body close, and the balanced price range. So Venom is basically like a 2022 model, except you gotta know what you're actually looking for. Right, so imbalance, and then you'll be going on a buy stop order. So you'll be having a buy stop right here. Just like anyone that would be protecting their short with the buy stop, you have it there, and then you would get hit in a trade here, and your stop would be below the level, so your stop would be here. It does deliver, fall short of this high, literally creates equal highs. But because we're ranging and we have so much stuff that this is large range day and large range previous day, because today and yesterday alone we've expanded almost 1,000 points. So you could essentially use this as like a confirmation that once we wick through it like this and then fail to close above, that's already telling you something, that this hasn't done its job right. Okay, so what does it do? Revisits it one more time. So that could be something to like study or whatever. Is 5 minute clean? Not at all. Right, so endless chop of wood. This wick is part of the Fair Valley Gap. There's no wick here, 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 here until we get right there. So that is the one that's part of the Fair Valley Gap. I'm going to be always using those and projecting them to the right. They're always going to be influential, no matter when or where they form. But how do I know that the market isn't in sync? Well, look, just pay attention to this. Uh, Wick, this is a discount array, right? Look, we go above it here, and then one go right below it. Go above it, right below it. Above it, right below it. Hit it there, it has some influence, but then we right above it. Then go below it, right above it, and just ride it like it's a fucking... very, very, very bad. I mean, you cannot expect anymore. I mean, look at the structure of what we have done all week. Look at this. Ever since Monday, look at that. One-sided just expansion lower. So it's reasonable to see some sort of consolidation, because from consolidation we go to expansion to consolidation. Right past below it now. This is that refined rejection block below this. That is the wick, constant encroachment. Get open, hit that, and then reject lower. So now how do you Venom? Do you know Venom is not gonna deliver? Well, the mean threshold of it deliver. You should never see that deliver, right? If the Venom is good. These are high resistance liquidity run conditions. So when I think it's gonna move, gonna happen, probably like that. That time window, 10:50 to 11:10. So we'll probably have some run, maybe above those equal highs. But for now, I think that this is very, very bad structure. The thing I executed, if you been in the Discord, I took a short here. Well, the first one I took was this small 10 handle move. Then I tried going short, it stopped me out there. I went one more time, it hit TP, and then over here I got stopped, and then here I caught up a really nice portion off of this fair value gap. So, and then I just took a loss, which was pretty stupid. I don't know why did I take that, but it was very, very stupid. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have any questions. You want me to explain something over the visual chart while I'm here. I think we'll continue our live streams on the Discord next week. Same schedule as we did here, Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday. I am going to upload one video. I'll probably just unlist it or something. I'll upload it in the Discord. It'll be the Tuesday live session trading. So what I'll do is, because I observe and watch price every day, I do not trade every day obviously, but if I observe the price, I'll for sure record it, and then the videos won't be long. I'll be like 10:30 to 10:30 to 9:30 is what I usually trade, and that's what, like, videos will be just like 15 minutes to at least like longest 1 hour. So that'll be it for this one. Until I talk to you next time. Bye bye.